Dr. Fia here. Welcome to the Virtual Office Hours, the U.S. Survey edition of the Virtual Office Hours. We finally got into some material this week. If you remember Friday in lecture, we talked about why we're studying history. What are we doing in this class? Why are you required to take this course at Messiah College? Why are all Messiah College students required to take a history course? And then we moved into our seminars on Monday and Tuesday and discussed further some of the different dimensions about studying the past. A few things I want you to think about as you try to process the lecture on Friday and process the material that we went through in the seminar on Monday and Tuesday. Think about the ways in which history is a useful discipline. Think about the ways history is important for you being a liberally educated person at a liberal arts college like Messiah. We've suggested that history helps us to develop character, helps us to develop as individuals, and even as Christians, teaches us to listen to people who are different than us, to practice Christian hospitality, right? To hear people's voices that are different and to learn how to empathize with them and understand them. That doesn't mean we have to agree with the voices we encounter in the past, but we need to understand them first before judging them. History can even teach us on this front to be more loving people as we try to embrace the worlds of people who are dead. History in many ways is a public engagement with the dead, right? Learning how to love people who are no longer living but left documents about their lives behind for us to study. History, as we suggested, also makes us better citizens, whether that be local citizens, national citizens, global citizens, because it teaches us how to engage in civil discourse. Again, back to the points I just made. How to learn how to understand somebody who's different than you before judging them. How to learn how to have a conversation and engage people who are different. Remember, we say the past is a foreign country. They do things differently there. Going into the past, entering into this foreign country, and listening and learning. Like you would if you visited any foreign country today. You would want to understand the customs and values of those people. And in the process, you learn to be take the focus off of yourself and your own narcissistic tendencies, our own narcissistic tendencies, and learn how to put the focus on other people and understand them and to be selfless. And then finally, we gave you some great examples in class about students who have taken their history major and used it in all kinds of different fields. There's so many things about the history major: writing skills, researching skills, critical thinking skills, taking small pieces of data and be able to tell stories about that data. That is useful in a variety of professions. And if we were to take a survey of Messiah College history graduates, we would be seeing them doing all kinds of things. Some of those things that we talked a little bit about in lecture on Friday. So think about history as a discipline. Think about why you're here this semester. Think about how this course is going to affect the way you think about the world. And don't think of it as just a gen ed to get out of the way, but think about it as a course that is a vital part of your development as a person here at Messiah College. Now, for some of you, you may be convinced that not only is history a good gen ed course, but I want to study more of it. And maybe you want to consider a history minor or a history major. Come and see me if you want to talk about that. If something that we've talked about Friday or Monday in seminar has inspired you and you want to pursue history as a major, come and see me. Let's talk. If we do it right away, we can even get you into a 1-credit Intro to History course that we teach, which is a sort of introduction to history here at Messiah College. It's a 1-credit course. It meets Tuesday nights for an hour a week. It's a pass-fail course, and it's a great way to kind of get introduced to the discipline. Even if you're just considering the major, think about picking up a credit and taking Intro to History. So we'll jump into some content next class. We're going to dive into Jamestown and some of the colonial settlements. Now it's really starting to get fun. And I will see you next time here in the Virtual Office Hours. See you in class.